Hey, welcome back to another video. So we'll be talking about writing functions. This is section 6. So with part 6, shouldn't be terribly long. Just going to go over how function works, adding parameters, validations, and attributes, accepting pipeline inputs, adding another parameter, making the function pipelines compatible, adding a process block, and that should be all. So it's not a crazy amount. We're getting almost to the point. Next one will be modules, and then we should almost be to the point that we start actually creating the fun stuff. So pretty close with it. I think we should be about 9 or 10 when we get to actual writing the fun scripts. So with this first one, we're going to start off. It says functions versus commandlets. So functions versus commandlets. So inside here, we have get command and then command type function. So if we just do that over here, command type function, run that, shows all the different functions that we have the ability to use. So all the get sets, the verbs and the nouns, everything, and all the version numbers. So pretty awesome to use, really nice. Move that to the side and move this a little over. So got that. And then now we have defining a function. So it says before you can use a function, you need to define it. To define a function, you have to use the function keyword followed by a descriptive user defined name followed by a set of curly brackets. Inside the curly brackets is a script block that you want Powershell to execute. List 6tag2 defines a basic function in the console you want to execute it. So, all right, we'll go in here and we'll do function install tag software, and inside here curly brackets, write host I installed some software, yippee. And the first one's actually single, so I'm just gonna keep it because we know that there's some differences when it comes to single or double quotes. So keep it single quotes exactly how they have it. So we can execute that just like this, boom. And then if we call it install software, just like that, I installed some software, yippee. So very simple, very easy to use, and then you can reuse these. So actually if you were to go like, if we were to go to get command type function, then we'll actually be able to see our install software that we just made. So install software right there. So there's no function because you didn't specify any of this, but right there. So pretty cool. Able to get through that. So, and then if we want to do the exact same thing, so instead we just want to say yay instead of yippee. That's actually how they do it. You can write this, run this, and then we can go double up, install software, and it's going to change it. So it's just showing nothing more than we're able to change it as we go. So I definitely create backups of all the things that you're going to create if you are going to create different functions that you're going to put inside of PowerShell, so you can move it around and then make sure that you have proper backups. So copy this, put this into Obsidian. So it says install tech software version 2. So that's the next thing that they say. So we can do install tech software version 2. Just like that. So now if we go back and we check it, should be able to see it'd be nice if I saw the beginning. boom, just like that. Go back up, sing install right here, and then we see this, and it actually doesn't have a version. Installed software version 2.0. So it says creating a parameter on a function requires a param block, which can be held all parameters in the function. You can define param blocks with the param keyword followed by the parentheses. So it has function install software, and then inside curly brackets it has command binding parentheses. That's inside of square brackets, and then you have right below that param and parentheses, and then write host I installed software version 2. So this point. Oh, so it's gonna have it so it defines inside of it. I see. So, boom, like this. So, function. Actually, I'll write it up here. Function installs software, just like that. Boom, and then tab. Commandlet, binding, inside there, and then param, parentheses, double down, tag host, and then I installed software version 2. Alright. I keep on doing double quote. I'm just so used to doing double quote with the rest of the code that I do. So, alright. And then inside there, boom. It's going to show this. It's going to show everything that we just did. So then, the only difference that they want us to do is version. And then under in parameters, inside of parameters. Boom, 2 parameters. We're gonna have parameter like that, and then we're gonna have string to define that it's a string, and then version. So, oh, so this is allowing the nice. Okay. So then, if we go install software, and then we do the version 2 that we just did, but we have to make sure it's capitalized. I did do something wrong. Let's look at the code. So, commandlet binding, inside there, param, and then we got parameter, spelled correctly in parentheses inside that, string, version, write host, I installed software, boom. Strange. This should work correctly. It should show that as a version. Oh, it's actually because this should be double quotes. Yep, takes as literal. So boom, there we go. Difference between single and double quotes, exactly what I was talking about last week. Remember that. That's definitely something that's really important. Double quotes is the way to go. I like using double quotes all the time. I think that I just saw single quotes. Yep, right above it, it has single quotes for the one prior to, but then it changes it on the one right below that is this one to double. So know that difference. Definitely is something that's really important to remember. So boom, go like this. Put that right there. And I'm going to have this all in my Git repo, so be able to, if you have to reference this or anything like that, very easy to go and reference. So we can also make it so the default params of something is equal to a value. So parameter will be equal to 2. So then natively it'll be 2. So just like that. So you can specify whether you want a parameter be mandatory or not. So we can have it so another parameter, so parameter, and then you specify inside that mandatory, and then right after that you're going to do string, and then inside of that computer name. So that is what we would do. Run that. It says to doesn't like that. So just needs to have that comma in between it. Boom. So then in here you can do install tag software, and then we can do version, and then with version we can do 1, and then we can do computer name, and then we can do that, and then we go like that. It says 1. So the only other thing is we'd want it to output it into the string, so we'd have to do like this. Like that. Boom. I installed software 1 on ASDF. Yippee. So got that, able to add some lines, add some blocks of codes. So, and then if we also wanted to do it, we could do it to a bunch of different computers. So it has this, and then following that, it has that, and then instead of 2, gets rid of that, and then validate set, and then it does 2, and then it says value from pipeline and then we're doing inside the computers, do at, and then do srv1, and then we'll just change that to 2 and 3. And then actually, I'm pretty sure we can just go like computers, type it to install software version 33. Boom. Just like that. So this should run. So doesn't like versioning. There we go. So doesn't like the valid set. Put that up here, just like that. So it doesn't like 33. If I go to that, boom, I installed software SRV3. So run the script again and you should see something like that. So yep. So just like that. And that's pretty funny. So software, there you go. So And then it says the only difference that we want to do is adding a processing block. This processing block is what's going to allow us. So we have parameter, and then you have mandatory, and then you have string version. It doesn't even have anything separating it. And then it has validate stat 1 and 2, so you're making it so it has to be 1 or 2. And then mandatory value from pipeline, and then string computer name. And then it says that the only thing else that it did differently is process, boom, like that, and there, just like that. So it should, yep, it shows all of them now. So it shows 1, 2, and 3. So that is the end of the parameters. I think that's really cool. I actually like that because you can specify so what we learned is we can specify the amounts, we can specify the versions, we can iterate through lists, we can create like from lists and create their modules, so or functions. So we have our functions, being able to specify the amount and the values, and being able to grab from a list. So quite a bit that we just learned right here. I like it. That's pretty awesome. So hope this helped you out. If you're interested in more, keep on following along. Next week will be modules, so we'll be able to learn on that. If you have any questions, leave them down low, comment. Appreciate if you like and subscribe. If you have any other videos that you want me to go over, definitely can. So have a good day. Peace.